Dylan and Brokenblade G2 confirmed? I don't think anything.
Yeah, it's confirmed.
Is it?
Well, it's rumored everywhere. It's rumored everywhere.
Yeah, but that's a big difference between rumored everywhere. It's soft confirmed if it's rumored everywhere.
Okay, yeah, it's soft confirmed. Soft confirmed. There's a rumor Spica might loan to 100 Thieves. Really? Why would they pick up Spica when I'm in Europe already? That's kind of weird, man. And the buyouts leaked. Yeah, you saw the buyouts leaked.
What's the buyout?
Wunder is 2 mil. Mikyx is 1.5 mil, and Grabbz is 160k. Now, it might sound like they're doing Grabbz dirty, you know? Like, I would want a massive buyout, you know? Because then I look like a fucking boss, you know? But it doesn't really matter. I think coach buyouts are obviously always going to be
Wait, but a low buyout is good for the player, no?
Having a lower buyout is good, but like if players are 2 mil and the coach is 150k, like it's
yeah,
because
I mean,
the coach is like.
But also, who buys out a coach?
Well, someone's gonna have to buy Grabbz.
No, I agree, but like
right?
in general, historically, who has bought out a coach?
I don't know.
Not that I don't think Grabbz is worth more. I think Grabbz is worth more. It's just like if I'm G2 and I'm like, you want the number to be high enough so that you're getting something out of it, but not so high that no one will.
Yeah, and also people are like thinking these buyouts are high for Wunder, for example, but wasn't Vulcan bought for like 1.3 mil from...
I mean, I think the big thing about buyouts is like what really matters is also the context of their salary. Because did their salaries get leaked too?
No.
Because like, it depends. If Wunder's making, you know, $1 mil, his buyout's 2 mil, yeah, that feels low. If Wunder's making less than that, his buyout's 2 mil, then 2 mil feels like high. Not as an indication of how good he is as a player, but in terms of like, remember, as a pro, if you're trying to leave a team, you want your buyout to be low, so that a good team can buy you, right?
True.
Like, high buyout isn't necessarily good for the pro. It's good for the org, but it's not good for the player.
Yeah, but like, think about it. Vulcan was 1.5 mil.
Yeah.
Perks was, I think, 6 mil.
3 million, and then
Wasn't he 6?
Was it 6 million buyout?
How much was Perks?
I thought it was like they offered him a 3 million deal and there was a 3 million buyout. I don't remember.
I thought it was $9 million in total, wasn't it?
I have no
Perks
idea.
was...
I don't remember, bro.
It was $11 million total.
11.
$5 million buyout.
Oh
So
my
Wunder
God.
2 mil buyout. I think that's acceptable. You know, makes sense. Hooney was bought for 2.5, wasn't he? And yeah, it's similar.
I mean,
to
I don't
Wunder
remember
in
the
achievements.
specifics of the number.
But yeah,
You know what I mean?
high buyout is good for player because
Why
the
is-
contract is bigger. No, that's not true. That's
It's not true.
A lot of people think that a
buyout
high,
guarantee-
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily indicate a high contract at all.
Yeah.
The player doesn't see anything relating to the buyout. Like, yeah, if an org's going to come in and they've got enough for a $2 million buyout, you'd assume that they'd give you a fatty contract. But those two things aren't linked together.
EU orgs are not going to pay 2 mil for a buyout. Well, yeah, I think you have a point. Like,
I mean,
some NA orgs would pay easy a 2 mil. Also, having the most money of any team is never a good thing. Look at the history of like people spending the most money possible. Normally the teams that win are the teams that just spend smart rather than spend much.
I mean, yeah, I think the problem is that like, there's definitely a middle ground. I think where like you could be the team to spend the most money, but you have to put it in the right places, right? I think that like, the problem is history is littered with like the years of TL spending like so much money. Piglet or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was ridiculous, right?
Or like the years where it was just like random Korean imports to the point where like people weren't even thinking. They just like believed a Korean import was like the right call and just started like aggressively importing people without concerns of like how people would fit into the team, what the dynamic would be like. So
Yeah, dude, NA is like, they spend so much fucking money, it's crazy. But yeah, I think some EU teams will have money for it, but yeah, a lot of them won't.
yeah, I think
Because the thing is with EU, like, if you look at NA, what are their options? I mean, they could get rookies from EU, but mostly what the transition is like, EU gets the rookies, builds them up, NA buys them. So yeah, that's normally what happens.